Normal Superior de Caldas High School presents you the Tales compilation, Let Me Tell You, done by John Fredy Hanao Arias y Julio César Vanegas Ocampo. Audio adaptation by Kalina Swanson. Me Cat Morphosis by Julio César Vanegas Ocampo. I dreamed I was a butterfly flying in the sky. Then I awoke. Now I wonder, am I a man who dreamed of being a butterfly? Or am I a butterfly who is dreaming that I'm a man? Chuang Tzu, Tao Dream Master. I knew it was time to wake up, but my eyes did not want to open. I felt tired and kind of sad because of yesterday. I could not understand why my parents were so angry with me, and it made me go to sleep with remorse. At first, I did not see anything wrong with my actions, but as I started falling into a deep rest, I realized that my attitude towards those cats was not justified. The day dawned, and it was not a refreshing sleep. Those mixed feelings were playing inside my head, and my tranquility was gone. My parents were so rude to me, and they were not going to get an apology from me. I was absolutely determined to let them know I was not sorry because of what I did. Going back to the other day's scene, those cats deserved what I did. If I did not stop them, that mess would have been huge, and my mom and dad would have been mad because of that chaos. That's why I started hitting them with the broom. But I recognized that I overreacted and treated those poor animals very badly. They were just looking for some food from the garbage can. Anyways, I got really pissed and I did not regret any of my actions. It's a shame my parents did not consider my behavior appropriate, but as I said before, I did not regret anything about the situation. My eyes were getting heavy again, and suddenly a huge door opened and an incandescent light stroked my eyes. I noticed I could only see everything in blue, green, and yellow. While my eyes were getting used to the light and colors, I noticed my sense of smell was different and very sensitive. Then I noticed how my hearing skills intensified, listening to so many noises. That was a super weird feeling. My first reaction was to ask who opened the door, but instead of saying words, a meow came out from my mouth. An extreme cold started running across my back and it paralyzed my entire body. I closed my eyes thinking it was a nightmare, but it wasn't. I was really freaked out, but I finally decided to figure out what was happening outside. I decided to face the situation myself. Sadly, I realized I was not sleeping anymore. I was fully covered by gray and fluffy fur. My nails were longer than usual, and my nose was softer and wetter. Another meow came out, and I realized I was turned into a cat. Many thoughts and feelings filled my mind and my heart as well. I could not believe my eyes. A kind of poetic justice was being served because of my behavior with those cats yesterday. If this was a curse, everything was turning back to me, making me feel miserable. Despite this situation, I decided to go out to look for answers. I watched myself starving in my house's backyard, and I sensed a delicious smell. It seemed to be chicken bones. I went straight to the garbage can to take my meal out and to calm this horrible emptiness. However, a noisy boy began to yell something at me. I did not care because I was focused on satisfying my need to eat. Then, this rude boy came closer with a broom and tried to whack me over my head. I looked so furiously at him, ready to attack and hurt him. But it was me. Deception and frustration was the only thing I could feel. My hunger and desperation to eat faded away. Scared about the situation, I decided to get away and reflect on everything. Looking at myself from far away, I realized how wrong my attitude and reaction were when I caught those cats roaming and sniffing our garbage. Now, being in that position, I really understood why my parents were furious with me. With a learned lesson, I said to myself, this obviously had to be the worst lesson nightmare ever because of my actions. But sadly, I did not wake up from this nightmare, and I stayed a starving gray cat. After that bitter situation, I finally found something to eat, and certain tranquility took place in my mind. I was completely exhausted. A cat's life was not easy at all. I had read somewhere cats could sleep many hours without it affecting their life, and I thought that was what I needed. Possibly, I was going to wake up and be me once again. However, I knew I had to be more thoughtful with street animals after this predicament. But guess what? It turned out that I was never sure if I was the cat or the boy. My dreams randomly played tricks on me, and to this day, I enjoy climbing trees, sharing with my parents, or fooling around and catching birds. In my dreams, I do not really know. My life switches from being a human and a cat, and I like being both.